get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mills.
My name is Chris.
And today we're doing a video about the top 5 cities in the Dominican Republic for expats specifically. These are the 5 cities that we think would be probably the best places to start looking if you're looking to move to the DR and aren't really sure where to start. We're gonna run through them and tell you the pros and cons of each city. So if you are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on notifications, comment below, share with a friend. That all helps a lot. Thank you so much. And make sure you comment where you would live as an expat. If you are an expat, what city did you choose? And what's your second choice? Or if you're looking into it, what are your options right now? So number 1 top city for expats to move to in the DR would be?
Number 1 is Las Terrenas.
Where is it?
In Samaná.
Where is Samaná?
The DR, East DR.
Northeast.
And it's number 1 because it's beautiful and there's not many people that live there. And then the water, you're really close to the water and there's beautiful beaches there and fun stuff.
Yeah, you're basically right on the water in Las Terrenas. It is beautiful, beautiful beaches, several to choose from, not very, very crowded. It is a place that Dominicans will go to and people from out of the country on vacations, but throughout the year, you can find very secluded places on the beach, which is nice. There's about 50,000 people that live in Las Terrenas, but remember they often take in the surrounding area too. And that census is a little bit, it's from 2012, so I bumped it up a little bit.
Las Terrenas has Europeans, like French people, German people, Italian people, and it has North American people, Americans, Canadians, and of course, Dominican people.
Yeah, it's a really cool mix. So if you're looking for probably the most international city, I would say Las Terrenas. You can find a French bakery, there's a Mexican restaurant, they have great Italian food. So it's really, it's cool. You can have friends from 6 different countries just in one small town.
It's really safe too, so there's no need to worry about security there.
Yeah, it's not like a very dangerous city. The only thing to mention is on a con is it is far from an airport if you're flying in from the US, and also there's not a lot of conveniences that you might be used to from home. So there is no mall, there is no movies, there's no bowling or anything like that. They do have a variety of grocery stores, but they don't have a huge one. So if you need those things, you're gonna have to drive to another city. And they do have good private clinics, and there's some hospitals and stuff around, but the best hospitals are pretty far in Santiago and Santo Domingo. So just something to consider, but overall it is the best.
Number 2 is Haraboko.
Yes, that's where I lived for a year. I would highly recommend Haraboko. There's 275,000 people that live there, but they take in a huge surrounding area from that.
Haraboko is a beautiful town. It's safe. Temperature's good.
Yeah.
Waterfalls, nature.
Did you see the mountains?
Mountains. There's a lot of beautiful stuff to enjoy there.
Yeah. Haraboko is an hour from Santiago. It's in the mountains. It's 3 hours from a beach. So if you want to be near a beach, probably not for you. But if you like mountains, nature, waterfalls, hiking, it's amazing. Super green. They call it the city of eternal spring because like Chris said, the temperature is amazing. It's always not super, super hot and humid, which is great because it's so high up in the mountains.
Just like Las Terrenas, it doesn't have conveniences like big malls, movies, big hospitals. So you have to go out of the town to get all those stuff you need.
Yeah, except Santiago's like an hour, so it's not that bad. People will go on the weekend to do their like big shopping at Jumbo or La Serena or something like that. So it's really not that bad. But it is like, also you said it's safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Haraboko is like one of the safest cities in my opinion. So, and there are expats there. Definitely not as much as Las Terrenas and not as many varied places, but you will find expats and lots of missionaries too. Number 3, we have
Punta Cana.
Yes, and where is that in the nation?
Punta Cana is East Coast.
Yep, and you've probably heard of Punta Cana if you haven't heard any of these other places. It's literally the most like
touristy city of the DR.
For sure.
There's 50,000 people in Punta Cana living there.
Mm-hmm. And it's a mix of expats, tourists on vacation, and locals as well. Good thing about Punta Cana is you have beautiful beaches. You've been to them more. I haven't even been to the beach in Punta Cana. Are they like comparable to Las Terrenas? They're nicer?
They're good, but they're not as nice.
Okay. And they're crowded and more like, how do you say, like commercialized. Like you have to pay, right? Unless you're at the hotel, I think you have to like pay to rent a chair, like that stuff. Yeah.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, but like Las Terrenas doesn't even have that. Like it's nice. It's like more, low key. But if you like conveniences, it's good because there's a ton of restaurant options. They are going to be a little bit more expensive because you're in a touristy area, but more conveniences. If you are moving there, you can get an awesome condo or like a house or townhouse apartment for a pretty good price, and you'll be like on the beach, which is awesome. So number 4, we decided to choose a city, and that would be Santo Domingo or Santiago, and we went with
Santiago.
We are biased. Chris is from Santiago, born and raised, and I lived there for a year. So that's just our personal preference. If a city life sounds like something that you would like, but maybe you want a city closer to the beach, and way more conveniences, way more crowded and busy, then Santo Domingo, definitely look into it. But we choose Santiago, better for expats.
So Santiago, I believe there's like 1 million people. There's like a big city, a lot of people, fast paced.
Yeah.
Santiago is a city that has most of the conveniences you are looking for when you're going to a big city. Even though it's in a third world country, you still have everything. Most of the things you need, like public transportation, big hospitals, big stores, big grocery stores, and entertainment stuff like just like movies, bars, yes, clubs, all those stuff. Yeah. And you're only like an hour and a half away from the nearest beach, which will be the north coast of Puerto Plata.
Mm-hmm. Santiago is really nice. It is safer than Santo Domingo city-wise, but it is not as safe as Haraboko, Las Terrenas, the small towns. But we never had any issues there. I'll say me as an expat, I never had any issues there. Is there more of a risk to maybe get robbed? Sure, but it is safer than Santo Domingo, right?
Yeah, it's in general, I would say it's a safe city. You'll still need to look out for yourself, just like anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And be smart about your surroundings and who you're dealing with and all that stuff. But in general, I would say it's a pretty safe city. So you don't have to worry about your in the
everyday safety.
Like you're gonna die every second. So
no, it's not a dangerous city at all. I always felt really safe, and it also has nice weather, hotter than Haraboko, and you don't have the beach right there, but you are pretty close, like you're pretty central. So if you want to go to the beach, go to the mountains, go to a waterfall, then you're in a pretty good spot to get all that.
Yeah, we also have the airport, which is an international airport. It flies a lot of places in the States.
Mm-hmm.
It flies to Europe, flies to Canada, flies to the Caribbean.
Pretty much everywhere. And you can find, if you're looking to buy or invest, houses, apartments, condos are getting more expensive, you know, by the day there, but they're still a lot cheaper than Santo Domingo, which is good.
And if you want all of that in a much bigger scale, then you move to Santo Domingo, which is a bigger city, and then it has a faster pace than Santiago. There's more people. There's a whole lot more going on. So
yeah, Santiago is a good mix, but we put Santiago because I think it's nicer for expat life personally. And number 5, our last option for expats in our top 5 is
Puerto Plata.
Yes. You can tell them where it is.
Like I said earlier, Puerto Plata is on the north coast, and 125,000 people, about 125,000 people there. Beautiful beaches. They have big stores. They have malls. They have big grocery stores. They have movies. It's a city that looks more like Santiago, but it's on the coast. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on there. So it's not as safe as, let's say, Haraboko or Punta Cana, but like I said, you still need to look out for yourself and look out for watch out.
It's still pretty safe.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of expats there. There's a lot of tourists. I even have friends who, if they didn't go to Punta Cana, they went to Puerto Plata on a vacation. I would say it's a good mix of locals and expats, but a lot of locals live there, which is great. For me, I prefer that. But less conveniences than Santiago, but definitely more than Haraboko, Las Terrenas, and Punta Cana also, I would say, right? Yeah, probably. You're only like an hour and a half from Santiago if you need that hospital, if you want to fly in there, but they do have an airport.
So the province itself has 3 main options for you to choose from, which are Puerto Plata, Sosúa, and Cabarete. And they all have like really good beaches. And there's also like hidden like little towns that have like natural resources like waterfalls, all that stuff that you can like explore if you want to.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty,
it's like everything you would want or need, you can find there. We could go into pros and cons of Cabarete and Sosúa if you guys want. In the comments or whatever. And for us, what we would choose of the 5 that we listed, luckily we both agree.
It would be Las Terrenas because we love it.
Yeah, Las Terrenas, hands down for us. When we buy land, it is going to be there, or like Samana, which is that surrounding area. So yeah, if our opinion is any value to you, then it's definitely worth a visit, if nothing else. But if you're going to move to the DR, that should be on your list to check out, especially if you have kids, and especially if you want like a safe international community where you're still immersed in like Dominican culture.
There's way more places in this. There's like thousands of like beautiful places out there. This is just our personal list. Some of you may not agree with it, some of you might, but
yeah, let us know in the comments. I'm always interested in your opinions because we can only go off of our own life experiences and research. So yeah,
please subscribe if you like this channel, if you're interested in this content. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you tune in. I have videos every week, and we will be back with another video soon. Thank you.